All right, welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 1 o'clock game, the second of the two games. Team Pelicanos and Team Tyenos going head-to-head against each other. Pelicanos are the home team. They're on the field right now. We'll talk about their defense first before we talk about Team Tyenos before they get their at-bats, starting in the infield and outfield, on the mound and behind the plate. Starting pitcher Truman Moyer gets his warm-up tosses in. Throws to his catcher, Aiden Skipper, behind the plate. In the outfield, we have Eric Engesser in left field. Center fielder Kenton Quinby, right fielder Cade Skipper. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, two Skippers on the team. They're both on the team together. In the infield, at third baseman Carlos Alvarez. Shortstop Ethan Reyes, he's actually the leadoff hitter today for his team Pelicanos. Second baseman Grant Parkin, and first base Jack Dakar. Dakar is the first baseman, batting second for his home team Pelicanos. Pelicanos in the orange and green uniforms. Umpires are on the field now, and Team Tyenos ready to bat. Team Tyenos is led by Malachi Lyon. Team Tyenos fresh off the victory, walk-off victory yesterday. Center fielder, leadoff hitter Malachi Lyon actually scored the winning run yesterday in the win for Team Tyenos. Kurt Ortega, the catcher, batting second. Ortega had an RBI double in that last inning to tie things up. Brian Calderon, the shortstop, bats third. Nat Greenslet, the left fielder, batting fourth. He was the hitter to get that game-winning RBI hit to right field to score Malachi Lyon, followed by Weathersby batting sixth. And there's the first pitch, called a strike at 1:16 in the afternoon, just turning 1:17 on this beautiful Thursday, June 19th. Just misses low to his catcher, Aiden Skipper. Truman Moyer on the mound for Pelicanos. Takes wide, does the leadoff hitter, dangerous leadoff hitter, Malachi Lyon, the speedster. Bats from the left side in a hitter's count right here. Truman Moyer needs to keep Lyon and the rest of the Tyenos off the base paths. Good pitch, sizzles in for a strike. Strike two. 2-2 is the count. Nobody on, nobody out in the top of the first inning. Tyenos bats in the top of the first inning. Full count now. Full count to Malachi Lyon. Infield is straight away. Outfield also straight away at medium depth in the outfield. Here's the 3-2. Lyon comes up empty. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Truman Moyer. Malachi Lyon goes down swinging. That's exactly what you want to do for Team Pelicanos and Truman Moyer. Got to keep these Team Tyenos off the base paths. Yesterday, they were causing havoc in their walk-off win against Pellegrinos. Pellegrinos lost to Team Tyenos on a walk-off hit. Pellegrinos yesterday jumped out to a 5-0 lead and couldn't hold it. And Team Tyenos took advantage of that and ended up winning on a walk-off hit from Nat Greenslet. This is Kurt Ortega. As we mentioned in the opening, Kurt Ortega is the catcher again today and batting second again. He was responsible for the game-tying double. Comes up empty on the foul tip, got tied up there. Good pitch by the starting pitcher, Moyer, Truman Moyer, for Pelicanos. Pelicanos are 1-0 in this PRIBL as Kurt Ortega waits and cues it foul, just out of play. Ortega plays his college baseball at University of Tampa in Florida. They are recently off back-to-back national championships, Division II national champions, University of Tampa. Just misses high. Aiden Skipper wanted that one. That was high to Aiden Skipper behind the plate. Kurt Ortega, the batter, Bats with a full count. The solid Kurt Ortega bats 2 for Team Tyenos. Got to be careful with Kurt Ortega. He has plus power, excellent bat speed as well. Takes that one low. Good eye from Kurt Ortega to reach base on the walk. Good at bat between Truman Moyer and Kurt Ortega. Ortega winning that battle. With 1 out now, Kurt Ortega takes his lead as he reaches on the walk. Now Truman Moyer and Pelicanos tangle with the 3-hitter, the shortstop, Brian Calderon. As Kurt Ortega comes off for a pinch runner for Team Tyenos. So Calderon, the shortstop, bats. He's the 3-hitter with 1 out. The pinch runner takes his lead. Stays outside the pitcher, Moyer. A windy day. Thank you for being with us. This is Anthony DeSanto. I'm bringing you this game live in part of the PRIBL, Puerto Rican International Baseball League. It's a wooden college bat league. Brian Calderon, the batter. There goes the runner. Throw down from Skipper. Skips into the outfield past the diving infielder. That went wide. That throw went wide. Second baseman did a good job of trying to keep that in front of him, but it does skip in the outfield. That is Grant Parkin at second base. Ethan Reyes, the shortstop. Slick fielding Ethan Reyes. Up the middle. That's the double play combination. Brian Calderon, the batter. Oh, watch out, on deck batter, Nat Greenslet. Calderon cued that one foul. Almost hitting his teammate on the on deck circle, Nat Greenslet. That would have been bad, as you can imagine. Moyer comes set with 1 out. Checks on the runner, throws it into center field, but no advancement. That would have been a devastatingly bad play from Truman Moyer. You cannot allow Team Tyenos to get extra bases, and you've got to limit those walks and freebies. Freebies are those things that the pitcher control and the team controls, such as walks, errors, hit by pitches, those kind of things. Those are freebies. Got to limit those. Taken for a strike. Good job. Moyer getting the call. Good pitch. Bends into Calderon for a strike. Runner on second in scoring position early in the first inning. Ball goes the other way through the infield. Good hitting by Calderon. Run comes in, but is going to be thrown out at second base. Right fielder for Team Pelicanos. Comes up firing. Cade Skipper with the great accurate throw. Nabs him. He absolutely tagged him out. Head coach does not agree, but also encouraging his runner to slide. Nonetheless, a run does come in early in the top of the first inning, so Team Tyenos scoring early. Big run right there on the board. 1-0. Good pitch, but taken for a ball. Just misses. 2 outs now. Moyer working quickly. Gets the call right there. Good pitch right there to continue to attack these Tyenos hitters. Nat Greenslet, the batter. Got a game-winning RBI hit, walk-off. Game-winning hit, Nat Greenslet. Was mobbed by his teammates yesterday. Fantastic at-bat, big at-bat in his young career in the PRIBL. Anytime you can have a walk-off hit, no matter what level, it's awesome. That ball slammed into center field. Center fielder backing up and ranging to his left to make the catch, and that does it. Good catch by the center fielder for Pelicanos, Kenton Quimby. and Truman Moyer retire the Tyenos, but they do score 1 run. 1-0 is the score. Pelicanos coming to bat in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 is the score. Live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, this is Anthony DeSanto telling you to come back and wait for more action in the PRIBL. All right, back here live at the bottom of the first inning. Let's get a look at Team Pelicanos as they're down by 1. In the bottom of the first inning, Pelicanos are the home team. Ethan Reyes, the shortstop, the slick fielding and quick. Ethan Reyes leads things off. Jack Descar on deck. Bat second for Pelicanos, down by 1. Big swing and a miss right there. Darren Rosenberg. Rosenberg has a plus fastball and a good arm. His last outing, I think he had a little bit of a little trouble mechanically. But Darren Rosenberg is a very effective pitcher. Just misses down and away right there with the fastball. Good pitch, but misses away. 1-1 evens the count to the leadoff hitter and shortstop, Ethan Reyes. Jack Descar, as we mentioned, the first baseman, batting second. He's on deck. Followed by the starting pitcher, Truman Moyer, as Reyes hits that one to the third base. Going to be a close play at first. First baseman digs it out. Good job by the first baseman to dig out that. Low throw by the third baseman to retire the speedy Ethan Reyes. Big play. Miguel Nueves, the first baseman over there, responsible for that pick at first base. 1 out, and Reyes is retired, bringing up Jack Descar. So that's a big out right there. Good job by Rosenberg to throw strikes and let his defense work. Off speed stays high. The fans are into this game. Takes it high. Well-attended second game here, the 1 o'clock game. We started just a little late. Inside to Descar. Good at bat. from Jack Descartes. Truman Moyer, the starting pitcher, on deck. He bats third for Pelicanos. Pelicanos look to tie things up here. 3-0. Let's see what Rosenberg can do here. Doesn't want to walk Descartes, but he does on 4 straight pitches. That's been the issue, I think, with Rosenberg. He needs to settle things down if he wants to stay long in this game. Tangling with Pelicanos' starting pitcher and 3-hitter Truman Moyer. Gets an at-bat here. He's a very good hitter for his Pelicanos team. See how Rosenberg attacks him. Stays inside, just missed. The runner on first base, Jack Descartes, walked. That's how he's on first base. That's how he got there. Let's see what Truman Moyer can do to help his cause. He is the starting pitcher. He did give up a run. Takes a strike right there. Good pitch right there. Sizzles in. Good plus fastball. Darren Rosenberg is showcasing here early in the first inning. He has good stuff. Fouled straight back. Watch out. Good job of attacking. That's what we're talking about. Very interesting so far for the first 3 hitters. He attacked Reyes, got a ground ball, and then threw 4 straight out of the strike zone to Jack Descartes to walk. And now Truman Moyer bats. There goes the runner. In and out of the glove of the catcher, standing in, stealing that base. Descartes had a really good jump, Descartes did. Even if the catcher, Ortega, caught it, I don't know if he was going to get him out, but couldn't handle that one. Ortega with his University of Tampa red catching gear. He was a part of the national champion, University of Tampa, Division II college baseball World Series winner. Back-to-back, actually. Ortega's a freshman at University of Tampa. University of Tampa won last year, and they won this year. And he just got picked off, Descartes did. Inside move by the pitcher, Rosenberg. Good move by Rosenberg. Oh, he goes around, tries to do the U-turn, but gets tagged out by the third baseman. Good job of fielding right there. Excellent execution to get Descartes out. Caught Descartes in no man's land, did Rosenberg on the back pick. Tried the inside move there. So now 2 outs. Moyer bats with nobody on base. Slams it to the shortstop. Shortstop coming in and gets rid of it quickly, just in time. Shortstop Brian Calderon throws out the speedy Moyer. That's a big out right there, and they go somewhat in order. Jack Descartes got picked off, but he was retired nonetheless. So 6-3 on the putout, and that does it for Pelicanos in the first inning. Pelicanos fail to score and leave nobody on base, and Tyenos coming to bat in the top of the second. We'll be back. The score is 1-0 Team Tyenos as we come back in the top of the second. All right, back here live, Team Tyenos coming to bat. They have a lead, 1-0. Takes a strike right there. Good pitch from the starting pitcher, Truman Moyer. As he throws to Tate Riley. I'm looking at both their names, Tate and Nate. Takes a strike, 2 there. So Nat Greenslet was retired, and now Tate Riley, the batter, the 5-hitter, the designated hitter for Team Tyenos, bats in the top of the second with nobody on and nobody out to lead things off for his Tyenos teams. He slams that one into right field. Right fielder plays it on a hop. So another good job from a Tyenos hitter. That's the second hit for Team Tyenos. Tate Riley leads things off with his base hit. Brian Calderon had an RBI base hit in the top of the first inning. And now Riley leads things off with a base hit. Ashton Weathersby, the second baseman, batting 6th, gets his at-bat against Truman Moyer. Moyer deals with Weathersby with a runner on first base, Riley. He takes his lead, comes up empty on the big swing, tied him up. Good job, Truman Moyer, to throw the fastball inside on Weathersby. Got tied up just a little bit. Hits the corner, good frame by Aiden Skipper, the catcher. Skipper, the catcher for Truman Moyer, gets the call right there. Safe at first. Trying to catch Riley napping. Weathersby has to battle in this at-bat. 2 strikes against him. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. First baseman giving chase. He's got room. Oh, what a great catch. Unbelievable. Watching out for the foul area and the metal fence over there. Wow. Jack Dakar comes up huge for the Pelicanos and the defense to retire Weathersby. So much foul territory here, and that metal fencing area by the dugout. Dakar did a good job to run to it without avoiding it and making the catch. Great job right there. Takes a strike, the batter Caleb Carey. Caleb Carey bats from the left side, and he's a okay, so my huge mistake. That is Eric Engesser at first base. Wow, Eric Engesser came up huge for his Pelicanos. I got to talk with Engesser earlier. He's from the Pennsylvania area. Plays college baseball. Playing first base, Engesser. Fantastic play for Pelicanos first baseman Eric Engesser. So a runner still on first base. Takes away. So Weathersby is retired. Caleb Carey was an absolute all-star yesterday on the mound. He was a fantastic pitcher for his Tyenos teams. He gets locked up for strike 3. That's the second out. Weathersby the first. Carey goes down on strikes here now. Brings up Miguel Nueves, and I can't say enough about Caleb Carey for Tyenos. What he did, he pitched a complete game. He pitched 6 innings against the Peregrinos. Caleb Carey gave up a grand slam yesterday to Luca Morales, but that was all pretty much he gave up. He was a fantastic pitcher yesterday. And speaking of fantastic pitchers, Truman Moyer is attacking these Tyenos, and I love to see it. Letting his defense work. I love to see this kind of aggressiveness. Miguel Nueves, the batter, hits it out of play. Watch out, everybody. The birds go flying. Truman Moyer on the mound for his second inning of work, the starting pitcher. Tangles with Nueves. Tate Riley, the runner on first base. Good pitch right there. Locks him up for strike three. Truman Moyer cutting through the teeth of Tyenos. One runner left on base, and that is it. Pelicanos coming to bat down by 1 run in the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back momentarily. We're going to take a step away from the mic. This is Anthony DeSanto giving you the live broadcast, part of the PRIBL, live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Team Tyenos and Pelicanos going head-to-head against each other. Bottom of the second inning live. Part of the PRIBL, Puerto Rican International Baseball League. This is the second of 2 games today in beautiful, sunny Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Darren Rosenberg back on the mound for his Tyenos. Tyenos have a 1-0 lead against Pelicanos. Eric Engesser, the first baseman, who made a fantastic play at first base, leads things off here in the second inning, takes a strike. Got to talk to Engesser, like I said, plays his college baseball in Pennsylvania. His family is here. His girlfriend is back home working. Comes up empty on the big swing, a little off balance, swing right there. Try to attack Rosenberg's heavy fastball. Rosenberg has a plus fastball and did a great job of attacking the hitters in last inning, getting Reyes. So there's a ball cued into no man's land. That's going to get down, and Gesser's going to first. Rounding first, on his way to second, turns the corner. He's going to third as that ball goes all the way to the wall on a stand-up triple. Eric Engesser, put your boomstick on. Man, he put his wheels on too. Getting all the way to third on that triple. Stand-up leadoff, triple Eric Engesser. Split the outfielders in right center and in center field, and the right fielder came together and could not come up with it as that ball split the both of them and went all the way to the fence. This field here in Aguadilla is 325 down to left field and right field lines. Dead center is 403. That means the power alleys where Engesser hit that was about 370, 375 as Aiden Skipper takes that one high. And Gesser is the first baseman, and he's now on third after the triple. Aiden Skipper, the 5-hitter catcher, bats and comes up empty on the big swing and miss. Rosenberg gets it by him. It's the first hit for Pelicanos. Eric and Gesser. He's moved his way up in the lineup, and I think he'll stay somewhere over there in the 3 spot. He's one of the best players on the team for Pelicanos is Gesser, and that's what they're going to need here to get that run across. Let's see if Skipper can do it. Stays just inside. Good pitch by Rosenberg there to fool Skipper, but it stays inside. Didn't get quite the break that he wanted, but it had good break. But didn't catch the corner. Runner on third takes his lead as Gesser. Aiden Skipper bats, comes up empty, big swing and a miss. So Rosenberg is challenging Aiden Skipper. Let's see if Skipper can get the job done for his team. Big run out there, just low. Oh no, he called him out on strikes. Skipper goes down. Big pitch from Rosenberg to get Skipper. Leaving Gesser on third base. Here comes Malgary. Christian Malgary, the extra hitter, batting 6th for Pelicanos with his pink batting gloves and pink bat to Rosenberg. The pitcher throws it, just missing, down low. Infield comes in on Malgary. A big shout out to his grandfather, who's in the hospital, he said, in New Jersey. Vietnam veteran calls time. Rosenberg trying to freeze Malgary, but he calls time. Malgary's got 1 hit so far in the PRIBL, looking to cash in the run from third. Takes that one wide. Let's see what Tyenos do here and how they play it. The infield is in. Outfield is medium depth in the outfield. The bunt takes a strike, so Malgary looking to bunt. Takes a strike there. Runner on third takes his lead, swings and comes up empty on that one. It's a big at bat in the game early on in the game here. It's 1-0, but a runner on third base, and Gesser takes his lead. Misses high, ball 3. Full count now to Christian Malgary. Rosenberg needs to settle down and attack here. You don't want to walk Malgary here, but he does. Big walk. Christian Malgary walks. First and third now, runners. Things are getting dicey for Tyenos. Pelicanos threatening first and third, 1 out. Grant Parkin, the second baseman, steps in. Here's the pitch. Comes up empty. So Rosenberg is attacking Parkin now with a strike. Gets it by him. Let's see what Malgary does on first base. He's the runner on first base. He just walked, and Gesser's on third after the triple. And Parkin, the batter here, checks on Malgary. Good idea. I think Malgary was running on that one. So good idea by Rosenberg to check on him. One out. Runners on first and third. In beautiful Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Rosenberg. There goes Malgary. Fouled straight back. Oh, he was right on that one. Grant Parkin fouled that one straight back. He wanted that one big time. Rosenberg got one by him, and Parkin was like, no, I'm ready. And he geared up and fouled that one straight back. Malgary was running. Let's see what happens here now. First and third still. 1 out. Big run out there. Middle infield pinch in for a double play. Pitch is high to Parkin. 1 and 2. 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Runners on first and third. and Gesser and Mulgary take their leads. Comes up empty. Big strikeout right there. Grant Parkin now 2 outs. Leave it up to Kenton Quinby, the center fielder, 8-hitter for Pelicanos. Let's see if he can get the runners in. Mulgary was trying to catch the defense napping, but gets back to first. Quinby, the speedster, at bat. Takes just outside. The first at bat for Quinby. Carlos Alvarez on deck if Quinby can reach. But looks like Pelicanos might be giving this huge opportunity away. And Gesser led things off with a stand-up triple. And then Skipper was retired on the strikeout. Mulgary walked, and Grant Parkin struck out. So that's 2 strikeouts for Rosenberg this inning. Let's see if Quinby can help his team by getting the big base hit. Takes high for a ball. 2-0 is the count to Kenton Quinby. Rosenberg misses away. So it's just like a tale of two cities sometimes with Darren Rosenberg. He can look so good and then look so out of sorts at times. 3-0 is the count. Quinby spoils that one and fouls it back and out of play. Up and over everything here in Aguadilla. There goes Mulgary. Ball 4. So runners now on every base for Pelicanos, who are threatening with bases loaded. Darren Rosenberg on the mound, and his head coach is going to come out and talk to him to settle him down. He's got 2 strikeouts this inning, but he also has 2 walks this inning. So as we mentioned, a tale of two cities at times for Darren Rosenberg. He hasn't given up a run, but the bases are loaded as his head coach comes out and talk to him. Carlos Alvarez, the 9-hitter, the third baseman, Carlos Alvarez for Pelicanos, is going to be stepping up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. This is a huge situation for Pelicanos. So with you listening out there in broadcast and radio world, what do you think you'd be telling Darren Rosenberg here? What do you think they're talking about? Throw strikes, yeah, that's probably the first thing that comes to your mind. But just the best thing you can do if you're a teammate or the coach is tell them to breathe, tell them to settle down, trust your stuff, trust your teammates. Just enjoy the opportunity. It's a beautiful opportunity for all these players to play in the PRIBL. It's a great college wooden bat league. Enjoy the opportunity, young man. Have fun. It's the most important thing you can do. It's a beautiful Thursday in Aguadilla. Wonderful weather. Tyenos have the lead, 1-0. There's 2 outs, bases loaded. As we mentioned, Darren Rosenberg has 2 strikeouts this inning. But he also has 2 walks. Eric and Gesser's on third. He had a triple. Let's see what Rosenberg does here. First pitch to Alvarez misses up and in. Mulgary, the runner on second, he walked. Quinby, the runner on first, he walked. And Gesser on third, he hit a triple. Diving back safely. Dangerous slide and play right there. That could have been bad for Pelicanos if Mulgary got picked off. Strong throw by Kurt Ortega. He's got a plus arm behind the plate, and he loves to throw it. Be careful, runners. Just misses low right there. Darren Rosenberg. Needs to find it. Misses with the ball there. Let's see if he can strike out the side. Kicks, fires, and deals. Inside, almost hit him. Gets out of the way, though, Alvarez. 2-2 now. No, it's full count. It's a full count. 3-2. To Alvarez. Misses. Wow. Rosenberg wanted to know where he missed with that one. That's a good pitch, but he missed. Alvarez draws the walk, and Gesser comes around to score. And Gesser, the big hit right there, had a triple to get on third. And then back-to-back-to-back walks sends up Hunter Witten. Takes a ball. Hunter Witten, the batter number 5, is the designated hitter. He bats with the bases loaded and a huge opportunity for Pelicanos. They just tied the score 1-1. Bases are loaded. Malgari's the lead runner on third. Cut on and missed. Hunter Witten. 1-1 is the count. This is a huge spot in the game. Hunter Witten pitched yesterday, and now he's hitting here as the DH for Pelicanos. Takes wide. Rosenberg throws wide there again. Deep breath. Settle yourself down. Darren Rosenberg pitches with the bases loaded. Bottom of the second inning. Just gets the call. That looked inside, but gets the call. Hunter Witten, the batter. Bats with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Calls time, gets it. Takes a couple practice swings, does Witten. Rosenberg is ready. Let's see how he pitches to Witten here with 2-2 pitch. 2 outs, bases loaded. Here's Rosenberg's. Hammers it to over the head of the shortstop. Hunter Witten with a base hit. 1 run will score. The outfield does a good job to get that in quickly. Malgari scores. Hunter Witten with the base hit. He's excited over there at first base. Huge hit right there. Malgari is so excited as he comes in with the second run of this inning. Darren Rosenberg gives up a big base hit to Hunter Witten. Now, Cade Skipper. Cade Skipper bats with the bases loaded. He takes high. Great at bat by Hunter Witten. He's now on first base. Alvarez on second. Takes a strike, does Skipper. And Kenton Quinby, the lead runner, on third base. Pitching to Cade Skipper. Cade Skipper, the right fielder for Pelicanos. Good pitch, but it stays inside to Cade Skipper. It's been a long inning for Darren Rosenberg and Tyenos. The score is 2-1. Pelicanos have the lead 2-1. Inside for a ball, 2-1 Pelicanos. Pelicanos scoring 2 times this inning. Bases loaded. Wow, another run's going to come across. 3-1. Cade Skipper with the RBI walk. So Rosenberg is out of sorts. He's got 2 strikeouts this inning. He's not missing by much, but just enough to get him frustrated. Gets the call right there to Ethan Reyes. Reyes grounded out in his first at-bat. This is his second at-bat. Bats with the bases loaded. Ethan Reyes, the shortstop leadoff hitter. It's a big at-bat in the game. Just missed right there. 1-1's the count. Darren Rosenberg comes set. Kicks, fires, flown out to short right field. Right fielder, now he's drifting back. Right fielder catches the Ethan Reyes fly ball to end the inning. But 3 runs come across and score. 3-1 is the score. Pelicanos over Team Tyenos as Darren Rosenberg gives up the 3 runs, and his Team Tyenos are going to go to bat for him and try to get some runs across for Team Tyenos as they come to bat in the top of the 3rd inning. The score is 3-1. Tyenos coming to bat. That was a quick break, and we're back live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, part of the PRIBL. Thank you for tuning in. We're back here live in Aguadilla. This is Anthony DeSanto bringing you the broadcast, a 3-1 ball game, top of the 3rd inning, leading things off for Team Tyenos as they gave up 3 runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Ball is hit out, flared out to second baseman. Second baseman catches it and is out. 1 out, quick out. Dominic Masso, the batter. Masso is retired. Good job of pitching right there. With the lead, Truman Moyer on the mound again for his 3rd inning of work. He gave up 1 run in the top of the 1st inning, nothing in the 2nd, and here we are in the 3rd inning. 3-1 ball game. Leadoff hitter Malachi Lyon struck out in his first at-bat. He gets his 2nd turn right here after Masso was retired on the line drive to second base. Three to one's the score. Nobody on, nobody, or 1 out, sorry. Lyon takes called strike 2. 2 strikes to Lyon. A big inning for Tyenos as they gave up the lead. Let's see how they respond as a team for their starting pitcher, Darren Rosenberg. Fouled back. Staying alive is Malachi Lyon. Kurt Ortega on deck. He walked and scored a run in the top of the 1st inning. He's on deck. Fouled back at the screen again. Malachi Lyon. Some clouds come in. I don't know what's on the radar. I haven't checked the radar. But it's a beautiful windy day again here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. 3-1 is the score. 1 out. There's 1 out. Malachi Lyon bats. Flies that one to short left field. Third baseman, shortstop going out. No one's going to get it in no man's land. The shortstop picks it up and throws a strike to the second baseman. Good job by Ethan Reyes to track that down. That's a tough play for anybody, and nobody corralled that one. Leadoff hitter Malachi Lyon reaches with a base hit. Kurt Ortega bats now in the top of the 3rd inning. 3-1's the score. Lyon, the speedster, on base. He's a good leadoff hitter, and he does a good job of leading things off here in the third inning to get on base for his team. There he goes, takes off. Good throw down to second base, and he's out. What a great throw by the catcher. Skipper threw an absolute missile to second base and threw out the speedster, Malachi Lyon. That's a huge out. Excellent throw from Aiden Skipper, the catcher for Team Pelicanos. Ortega bats with nobody on base. Hits that straight up in the air, and Skipper's there. The pitcher, Truman Moyer's under it and catches it. Truman Moyer, what a flair for the Dramatics. Good job of pitching, Truman Moyer. Excellent throw by Aiden Skipper. Huge caught stealing right there. And retires Kurt Ortega and Team Tyenos. 3-1 is the score. Team Tyenos failed to score in the third inning, and they're down by 2. And Pelicanos with the lead, 3-1, coming to bat in the bottom of the third inning. Back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, part of the PRIBL Wooden Bat League. It's a college wooden bat league. These guys are showcasing everything they have and more. We have a day off tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, so they're going all out today. We saw a huge score in the first game, the morning game, as the leadoff hitter takes a strike on the corner. Good pitch from Darren Rosenberg. Rosenberg back out on the mound. Jack Descar, the batter. That misses from Rosenberg. Up. Descar walked and stole a base in the first inning. He bats here. Good pitch right there. That's the plus fastball that we like to see and the confidence that he has to throw it. Does a good job of filling up the zone right there. The two-hitter, Jack Dakar. Misses inside, fell off the mound a little bit. That's the biggest thing for hitters and for pitchers. Got to stay balanced and have to have a good landing spot. Misses low, ball 4. Dakar walks. Another walk from Rosenberg. Second time that Jack Dakar has walked. Reaches base both times. Good job, Dakar. Truman Moyer, the pitcher, starting pitcher, who caught the pop-up from Ortega to end the inning. Truman Moyer all over this one. Has done a good job of keeping Team Tyenos at bay. He has 3 strikeouts, does Moyer, and wants to impact the game with his bat. Let's see if he can do it. Moyer grounded out last at-bat. This is his second turn of at-bats. He's the 3-hitter, Eric Engesser, who hit a triple last at-bat, is on deck. I love to see the competition in the PRIBL. You can be friends, but when it comes time to compete. Let's see it here. Doesn't, misses again. So, walks Moyer, back-to-back walks. Bless you. Eric Engesser is now batting. Pinch runner comes on out to take the pitcher's spot who just walked. Truman Moyer is on base. And I'm pretty sure that's Cade Skipper. Cade Skipper comes out to do the running. So he's the trail runner. Jack Dakar, the lead runner on second base. He's in scoring position at second base. Eric Engesser. Engesser the batter. Takes high and wide. Ortega's going to come out and talk and settle things down. That's a veteran move to come out and talk to your pitcher who's struggling mightily. I love to see the enthusiasm of the baseball players. Anytime you get to compete, as I mentioned earlier. Play and have fun, play loose, trust your stuff, trust your teammates, all that positivity. You have to have that positive self-talk. A lot of times pitchers or any type of players get in their own heads and talk negatively about themselves. Yeah, it's one thing to do that, but you have to learn how to flush it and move on to the next pitch, especially if you're a pitcher, one pitch at a time. And if you're a batter, a lot of times they get into slumps where they try to hit bases empty grand slams every time up. Take what the pitcher gives you, and if you're a pitcher, take what the hitters are trying to do against you, and right there, trying to bunt his way on. Eric Engesser there. Thought he had the defense beat and tried to bunt his way on and move his teammates around. Now the corners come in. Third baseman telling his first baseman for Tyenos to move in, move out. Dominic Masso. Slams it, foul, just foul. He was all over that one. Hit it foul though. Right fielder going over to get that ball. That's Dakar. Or no, sorry, that's Carey in right field. Hustles back over to right field. We had a nice catch in right field earlier today. Bottom of the third inning. Runners on first and second. Slams it to the shortstop. Jump fire and throws it over to the first baseman's head. 1 run will score. That is Skipper. 1 run scores. Eric Engesser all over this game, causing havoc. That's a base hit and an error on the throw. We're going to give Eric Engesser a base hit. That's his second hit of this game. but an error on the throw from the shortstop. He might have done better if he kept that in his pocket, didn't throw it. So the error allows the runner Skipper to score. So now we've got runners on second and third. Again, a big spot for Aiden Skipper. Aiden Skipper, the batter. Comes up empty, pulls off just a little bit there, a little early on the Rosenberg fastball. He struck out last at bat, did Skipper. The catcher, Aiden Skipper, threw a absolute missile strike to nab the would-be base runner Malachi Lyon in the last half inning to help his team defensively, did Aiden Skipper. Good catcher. Let's see if he can help his team with his bat. Slams that ball to deep left field. Left fielder going back some more, going back some more. Left fielder catches that, sac fly for Aiden Skipper. Wow, what a good job of hitting for Skipper. Turned that ball around. He was all over that pitch. Gets him an RBI sacrifice fly. Run scores. Another run crosses the plate for Pelicanos. That's 5-1 now. 5-1 with one out. There's one out. One out. Takes a strike, does Malgary. Malgary bats again with a runner in scoring position on second base. The first baseman comes in to watch the bunt there. 5-1 the score. Runner on second base. Comes up empty on the big swing. Christian Malgary bats with the runner on second base in scoring position. Let's see how Rosenberg attacks him. Fastball. Tipped it for a strike. 2 strikes now to Malgary. Malgary wanted to give a shout out to his grandfather. Grandfather, I think it was Bob. Served in the Vietnam War. Vietnam veteran. 78-year-old grandpa. If you're listening, hello, this is Anthony DeSanto saying hi to you. Your grandson's batting with the runner on second base. His team up 5-1. Darren Rosenberg kicks, fires, and throws. Strike 3. Big out right there. 2 outs now. 2 outs as Malgary goes down on strikes. 2 outs. Grant Parkin, the batter. RBI sac fly for Aiden Skipper. As that ball is hammered back to the pitcher. Pitcher Rosenberg picks it up and throws it to his first baseman. 3rd out. That's 3 outs, and that does it for Pelicanos. They do score a couple runs, and they leave a runner on base. So good job by Rosenberg to limit the damage. And Team Tyenos coming to bat. They're down by 4 runs. 5-1 is the score. Let's see if Tyenos can come back in the 4th inning. I'll be back momentarily. Stay put. right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Comes up empty, very aggressive swing and off-balanced. Out in front, fooled by the Moyer pitch. Moyer back out on the mound for his 4th inning of work. He's given up 1 run, but has blanked Tyenos in the 2nd and in the 3rd. Moyer back out on the mound. Let's see if Tyenos can get back in this game. Brian Calderon leads things off. He's the 3-hitter, had an RBI base hit in his first turn of at-bats. Takes a strike right there. Good pitch from Moyer. Moyer filling up the strike zone. I see some gray storm clouds. In center field, it's been a good steady stream of wind, which the players love, and I love too. So it's not too hot, but I see some black, angry clouds in center field. I don't know if the weather is going to be any worse than that, but we'll see. I'm no weatherman. Brian Calderon bats, hammers that ball into right field. Right fielder coming in and over with, oh, he drops it. Oh, no. Throws a strike, though, to second base. Cade Skipper drifted over there and didn't get to the spot where he should. He kind of just drifted, and the ball came out of his glove. So that's an error. We're going to give an error to the right fielder there. But Calderon is on second base. That's an E9 if you're scoring at home. It's a 2-base error, allowing him to get to second base, though. Cade Skipper threw a strike to second base. But he's now on second base is Calderon. Nat Greenslet, the batter. Greenslet was the MVP, I would say, of the game yesterday, as his team, Tyenos, beat the Peregrinos. Peregrinos. Yesterday on a walk-off hit. He spiked that one, overthrew that one. He got messed up with his release-pointed Truman Moyer on that pitch. Let's see if he can refocus and reset himself and make the adjustment. Runner on second base. Nobody out. Good pitch right there, plus fastball. Again, you don't have to throw the hardest, but as long as you hit your spots, that's the most important thing. Hit your spots with movement. Truman Moyer's done a good job of that. Calderon is on second, but that's because of the error from the right fielder. Good pitch right there. That's a beautiful slider right there. Cutter. Sweeper. Yeah. Slide piece. Throws it again, gets the ground ball to the shortstop, throws to first base. Gets by the first baseman, and a run's going to score. Error on the throw, but a little sloppy defense from Pelicanos in the 4th inning. 1 run scores. 5-2 now. 5-2 the score. Runner on first base. Tyenos coming back on the heels of sloppy defense. That's an unearned run. Calderon scores, but got on base because of the error. Good quick feet of Truman Moyer to keep the runner Greenslet honest. He's on first base. Tate Riley, the batter, the 5-hitter, he got a base hit in his last at-bat. He's a good hitter. Riley's had a nice PRIBL. Every time he hits it, he squares it up. He knows how to hit line drives. See what he does here against Moyer. Good check on the runner again. I think Greenslet was going to be running there. inside. This is a big game for both clubs. Pelicanos need this one, and Tyenos would love to get a victory here. Comes up empty. Good pitch right there from Moyer. Huge. Swing and a miss. Looking over the signs from his head coach, coaching third base for Tyenos. They scored a run. They want some more here. Tate Riley, let's see if he can deliver the big hit. Heads up, foul ball, heads up. Oh. Watch out, everybody. Beautiful June 19th. Happy Juneteenth. Pelicanos lost yesterday 4-3. And Tyenos won yesterday, so they want to keep their win streak alive. That was a close game yesterday with Conquistadores. Hope you're enjoying your day, wherever you are, on this beautiful Thursday. Comes up empty. Big out right there. Huge strikeout. Truman Moyer attacking the strike zone and does a good job right there of striking out Tate Riley, a good hitter for Tyenos. Ashton Weathersby steps in. He flew out on a great play by the first baseman for Pelicanos. Eric and Gesser made a great catch. Let's see if they run over there at first base. Last time Tyenos tried to steal, Aiden Skipper threw out the runner, nabbing Malachi Lyon, the speedster Malachi Lyon. Again, with stealing bases, you don't have to be the fastest base runner to steal bases. You just have to pick your spots. Let's see if Tyenos can pick their spot. Comes up empty. Good breaker right there. Fools the batter. Weathersby was fooled on that one. 5-2 is the score. Tyenos scoring one run this inning. Checked his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Or no, he didn't, sorry. And yes, he went around, does Weathersby. So Weathersby in the count, in the hole, 0-2. Let's see if they send the runner here. Steps off. The 0-2 pitch is coming from Moyer. Checks the sign from Aiden Skipper, his catcher. Comes set. Gets ready to deliver to Weathersby. Here's the pitch. And there it is. Big strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts of Riley and Weathersby. Here comes Caleb Carey, who struck out in his first at-bat. The lefty Caleb Carey bats 7th for his team and plays right field. He had a fantastic job on the mound, as I put a star on his name. Pitching yesterday, he pitched a complete game. I was so impressed by Caleb Carey. Very impressive pitcher for Team Tyenos. Takes a strike. Truman Moyer has been extremely impressive in this game. That run that just scored in the top of the 4th inning by Tyenos, that's an unearned run. So, good pitch right there and gets the corner. 2 strikes. He is dealing. He struck out back-to-back batters, Riley and Weathersby. And now he's got Carey in the hole here. Big swing and a miss. Then that does it for the inning. He struck out all 3 batters, the last 3 batters in a row. Riley, Weathersby, and now Carey strike out. 1, 2, 3. Good job by Moyer. He's been fantastic today. Pelicanos have the lead with their star pitcher on the mound. Let's see if Darren Rosenberg can throw up another good inning. When we come back, Team Tyenos are done. Pelicanos coming to bat. Back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, part of the PRIBL. Score is 5-2. Pelicanos batting with the lead. Pelicanos are the home team. Leads things off with Kenton Quinby. Quinby takes a strike. Darren Rosenberg back on the mound. He's making quick work of Kenton Quinby. 1-2 is the count. Rosenberg has the ball. He's already set. He's ready to go. That's what I like to see in how pitchers respond to shakiness or inconsistency. Ball slammed into left field over the left fielder's head, out of his reach. That's going to the wall. Quinby on his horse, going to second base, standing up easily with a double. That ball was hammered. He tomahawked that, ambushed that one right there, did Quinby. Quinby with a double, ringing double. He's reached base both times. He walked in his first at-bat. The center fielder hit a screaming double to left field, going to the wall. Good job to get himself on base and in scoring position quick and early as he led things off with a double. Carlos Alvarez now batting. He walked in his first turn of at-bats. Hunter Whitten on deck and Cade Skipper to follow. Fouls that one straight back from Rosenberg. Let's see how Rosenberg responds here after the double by Quinby. Here's the pitcher. Tries the quick pitch. Still very windy out. Takes high. I'll be in downtown Rincon tonight. Italian restaurant. That's where my wife and I will be. So if you're hearing this, you can join us. No, we will not pay for your dinner, but you're more than welcome to share a meal with the DeSantos. That's right, I am 100% Italian, and I love my pasta. So very interesting, the food selection, as Alvarez takes a strike and goes back to the batter's box. We went Japanese one day for dinner. We went, there he comes up empty right there, swing and a miss. That's an out. Good job by Rosenberg to retire Alvarez with a runner on second base. Quinby still on second base. This is Hunter Whitten. Hunter Whitten had a really nice base hit over the outstretched arms of the second baseman for an RBI base hit for Hunter Whitten. In his last at-bat, he bats with a runner in scoring position. Takes a strike right there. Hunter Whitten going to be pitching for Valley Forge College in Pennsylvania, Valley Forge, PA. I used to be the head baseball coach at Baptist Bible College in Clark Summit, Pennsylvania for 2.5, 3 years. And we played Valley Forge. I actually remember the head coach of Valley Forge. I don't know if he's still there, but I made a bet with him, a gentleman's bet. If we beat this one team, Lancaster Bible College, then he would take my whole team out and give us gift cards to Shady Maple, the world famous Shady Maple in Lancaster. And it's not Lancaster, it's Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It's an all-you-can-eat smorgasbord of food. Comes up empty on that, swing and a miss. So Whitten is retired as he climbs the ladder. Rosenberg to Whitten to get him out. So big out again. Back-to-back strikeouts of Alvarez and Whitten, and now it's up to Cade Skipper to score from second base. Ken Quinby, the runner on second. Cade Skipper had an RBI walk. He had a bases-loaded walk in his last at-bat. Let's see what he does here. Swing the bat, young man. Takes the Rosenberg fastball high. This would be awesome for Darren Rosenberg and Tyenos if they can not let and keep the Pelicanos off the board. They've scored 3 runs in the second and 2 in the third. As that ball trickles away, but right to the catcher. No advancement from the runner, Quimby. 5-2 is the score. That's how they got their 5 runs. 3 in the second, 2 in the third. And Tyenos scored in the first. Very interesting. Tyenos scored in the first. Pelicanos scored in the second. Then they scored in the third. And Tyenos scored in the fourth. So, very interesting line score. Pretty cool. Anyway, you notice these things in baseball. Very weird statistics, but we love statistics in baseball. Takes a strike right there. Walks around the batting circle. The home plate area, collects his thoughts. Here's the pitch from Rosenberg. That stays high. Walked him again. It's kind of hard to walk Cade Skipper. He's got a big strike zone. He's a tall, skinny guy. The middle brother of the Skipper trio, older Aiden Skipper, is the catcher for Pelicanos. The middle brother, Cade, just walked. He pitches and plays right field. And the younger of the Skippers, he's just sitting, relaxing, watching the game as Ethan Reyes takes that one. There's 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Runner in scoring position is Kenton Quimby. Reyes takes low. Ethan Reyes is scuffling just a little bit in his at-bats. He wants to... There it is. I've been waiting all season for this one. That might go to the wall. Past the... No, the center fielder cuts it off. 1 run will score, though. And Reyes comes in sliding into second base. I've been waiting for that one. Good job. Ethan Reyes comes through big time with a 2-out double RBI hit. So run does come in for Pelicanos. Big hit from Ethan Reyes, the dangerous speedster. Slick fielding Ethan Reyes. RBI base hit, and that might be all for Rosenberg. That's what you like to see. Good hitting right there. He did a great job of outing that and going with the pitch from Rosenberg. Slapping that ball into right center field. I thought it was going to get by the center fielder, but the center fielder did a good job for Tyenos to cut that one off. Malachi Lyon, that's right. Yeah, he's a speedster out there. So we're going to have a new pitcher, and we'll be back momentarily. We'll come back live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Pelicanos are threatening. They've got a lead now, 6-2, with runners in scoring position, second and third, with 2 outs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here live. Oh, Greenslet on the mound. Going to get his shake with runners on second and third. Fires a strike. Big time pitch right there. Anytime you're a reliever coming in a sticky situation like this, runners on second and third, you want to throw strikes. Descartes takes another strike. Jack Descartes walked in both of his at-bats. Bats now with runners on second and third, 0-2. Oh, almost had 3 in a row. Nat Greenslet, the hero in yesterday's game, tries to play hero again for his Tyenos as they're down by 3. 5-2 the score. 6-3, sorry. 6-3. That's right. Everything's 6-2. 6-2. Everything's right. 6-2. That was my fault. I jumped the gun. I'm so excited over here. Greenslet, the pitcher, on the mound. Just high, misses with the fastball. He's doing a good job of coming in and throwing strikes. Not missing by much there. Jack Dakar, the batter. Like I said, he's walked in both of his at-bats. He hasn't really had a chance to swing the bat, but he gets a chance to swing the bat right here. Runners on second and third. Takes a called third strike. Locked him up. Good job of pitching. Nat Greenslet gets the strikeout, and he is retired. Dakar for the first time. They do score 1 run. Pelicanos score 1 run. 6-2 the score as we come back 6-2. Top of the 5th inning coming to you live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Thanks so much for your support and tuning in on the broadcast. This is Anthony DeSanto, and I'll be back in a minute. Back here live, this is Anthony DeSanto bringing you this broadcast second game. This is the 1 o'clock game. Second game of the day here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Part of the PRIBL, Puerto Rican International Baseball League, comes up empty on the Truman Moyer delivery. Miguel Nueves, the batter, comes up empty on the swing, a little off balance. Same pitch. Different result. Good job of taking that one, though, by Nueves. Six to 2 is the score in the top of the 5th inning as we get things started here. Miguel Nueves at the plate. He hammers that one to the shortstop. Shortstop shovels and throws it wild. Another error for the shortstop. Good job for the first baseman, Eric Engesser, to field that one. At first base, Aaron throw, pulls him off the bag. So, again, defense a little shaky for Pelicanos. You do not want to allow these Tyenos to stay in this game with your sloppy defense. But that's what happens here on the top of the 5th inning. This game is moving around nicely. Takes that one. For a ball. Dominic Masso, the batter. He's the 9-hitter. Good fastball from Moyer right there, attacking the 9-hitter Masso. He flew out to second baseman, last at bat. Runner Nueves takes his lead from first. He reached on the throwing error. Good pitch right there. Just missed over the plate for a ball. Slaps that one to right field, maybe over the head, and it is over the head of the right fielder. That's going into the right field corner in no man's land. He picks it up, throws it in. Runners are going to hold up on second and third. Nobody out. That's right, he brought the hammer, Dominic Masso. Come at me, he said. Good job of hitting right there, using the whole field. Dominic Masso, the speedster. Good job of hitting. Wow, Team Tyenos are back in this one. Two big runners on the bases, second and third in scoring position for the big-time hitters. Leadoff hitter Malachi Lyons steps in. He had a base hit in his last at-bat. Second and third. Let's see what happens here. Truman Moyer has been dominating this game. Good pitch right there. Man, he's got a good control of that off-speed pitch, that slider. His secondary pitches are fantastic. His defense has been shaky behind him, but let's see what happens here. It's a good pitch right there, but just comes inside a little bit too much. Dominic Masso on second base after the double. Down low, Truman Moyer. There's nobody in the bullpen, so this is his inning. 2 balls and 1 strike. The leadoff hitter, Malachi Lyon. Here comes the pitch from Moyer. I think it might have hit him, and it does. Dead ball, bases loaded. Struggling a little bit. Nueves reached on the throwing error. Masso followed with a hard hit double down the right field line. That's how the runners got on their bases. And then Lyon just got hit the hard way. That's how he got on base. HBP, hit by pitch. Now, Kurt Ortega steps in with nobody out. Ortega has been held in check so far in this game. He's walked and he's flown out. Now bats with the bases loaded. Holy cow, watch out. 1 run's going to come in and score. So in trouble now. Tyenos score a run. 6-3 now. Runners on second and third. Kurt Ortega. Dangerous Kurt Ortega bats with 2 runners on. Yesterday, in the last inning of the game, he hit a double off the wall, scoring the tying run. And then followed by Nat Greenslet with the RBI walk-off hit. Ortega was the one who really set the table for his Tyenos. So let's see what he can do here. 2 big runners on board. Big outs and big runs. Stays inside but gets the call. Ortega not happy with that one. 6-3 is the score. There's nobody out. Runners on second and third. What's he going to do? Truman Moyer comes set. Here's the pitch. Same pitch, same call. Truman Moyer walking a fine line, but attacking the dangerous Ortega. Here's the pitch. Goes down looking. Can't do that with runners in scoring position, so he's out. Strikes out looking with runners on second and third. Big first out for Moyer. Truman Moyer strikes out Ortega. Sends up Brian Calderon, another dangerous hitter for Tyenos. These are the guys that produce the runs, and he hammers it through the infield. 1 run will score. The runner on second had to be held up because he didn't know if that ball was going through Malachi Lyon is on third base now. Big RBI hit from Calderon. That's his second RBI hit of the day. Another run scores. 4. They're chipping away and chipping away. 4 runs are in. 2 runs this inning. They scored 1 in the 4th and 1 in the 1st. Tyenos score 4-6, down by 2 runs. The tying run is on first base. That's Calderon, brings up Nat Greenslet, the hero of yesterday's game. He actually got the 3rd out against the Pelicanos, so he wants to help himself out. I don't know if he's going out there, but he represents a big at-bat right here. A big opportunity for both teams. Let's see how they respond in this situation. Baseball is an absolute 100% mental game and a grind. There's action in the bullpen for Pelicanos, have people warming up. I don't know who that is in the bullpen, but this is a big game for both teams. Pelicanos do not want to get this one out of control. They want to win this game. This is a big game for them to win against Tyenos. Tyenos won yesterday in walk-off, come-from-behind fashion. Let's see if they can do it again. Squares to bunt. Skipper pounces on that one. Wow, they're just pulling out all the stops right here. 1st and 3rd. Nat Greenslet looking at his third base coach. That's Witten in the bullpen. There goes the runner. Fouled that one over to right field. Gives it a chase and a look, but no. Out of the reach. That ball was caught up by the wind. I think there might be some rain too now. So we've got some rain, we've got some wind. I mean, everything's going against everybody here. This is why I love baseball. It's such a poetic, beautiful game. Hunter Witten in the bullpen. He looks ready. Let's see what Truman Moyer and Pelicanos do. Huge part of the game. 1st and 3rd runners. Tying runners are on base. Slams it to right center field. Center fielder on his horse, going back, way back. Can't come up with it. Kenton cannot come up with it. 1 run does score. Here comes the 2nd run. Throw to third base, over the third baseman's head, into the dugout. The run's going to score. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. Again, the hero, Nat Greenslet, coming through. He's had an excellent 2 days. Big run score right there. How about that? So 5 runs are scored in the 5th inning. They've got the lead 7-6. I can't believe it. Nat Greenslet and the Tyenos have taken the lead. Quimby gave it a chase and tried to get on his horse but could not catch it. Nat Greenslet is the absolute hero. Again, he is Mr. Clutch for the PRIBL. This Tyenos team has shown so much grit the past 2 days. They came back and won yesterday on a walk-off hit by Greenslet. And today, they're coming back big time in this game and take the lead because of Nat Greenslet and his hit. It's a triple. We're going to give Nat Greenslet a triple. 2 RBIs. And he scores on the errant throw. Wow, these Tyenos. So here comes the new pitcher. We're going to take a break. This is Hunter Witten on the mound. Comes in a tough spot with the runner on. Oh, sorry, no runners on. So he's going to come in a situation where there's nobody on, but there's 1 out. Let's see if Hunter can get through this and help his Pelicanos out. Wow, I am awestruck by what Tyenos have just displayed. I'm going to take a break. I need a breather. I'll be back. PRIBL, live in Aguadilla. Oh boy, we're back. New pitcher on the mound, Hunter Witten throws to Tate Riley for a strike. Good pitch. Good control of that breaker. Hunter Witten on the mound. Slams that one to the shortstop. Good job. So 2 outs. Good job by Witten to retire Tate Riley. Tate Riley, a good hitter, but is retired right there. The shortstop for Pelicanos is a stud, and he got that one playing good defense today, but he is charged with 2 errors. Reyes catches that one. Good job of ranging to that one. He's made 2 really good catches. Has Reyes in the outfield. Well, at shortstop, ranging out there. Anyway, so 2 strikes now. Hunter Witten is just coming on, throwing strikes. That's what you like to see. So everybody's juices are flowing. Pelicanos gave up the lead, but we're still plenty of baseball to be played. Bang, bang, bang. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hunter Witten dealing. That does it for Tyenos. They scored 5 in the inning. Pelicanos down by 1 now, coming to bat. We'll be back momentarily. Pelicanos coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning, 7-6. All right, back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, 7-6 the ball game. Tyenos have taken the lead, scoring 5 times in the 5th inning. Pelicanos down by a run. Leadoff hitter takes a strike. Truman Moyer Truman Moyer was dealing and then just hit a rough patch. Defense failed him just a little bit. So let's see how he responds with the bat. Last time up, he walked Truman Moyer. So the middle of the order is coming to bat here. Flies that one foul. First base giving a chase, but that's going to get out of play. So Moyer now in the hole. The wind is whipping, playing tricks on us. Pelicanos need something. The weather's brewing, and Pelicanos needs to get something together, work it out. Takes down low. 2-2 now. 2-2 the count. Truman Moyer needs to get on base anyway. Slams that ball into right field. Right fielder going over and over again. Good job by Carey to corral that one. Thought the wind was going to get up there and continue to blow it away from him, but Carey does a good job of fielding that one, catching that one. He's made a couple nice plays there and right. So retired is Moyer. Big first out. Eric and Gesser up. And Gesser's had 2 hits today. A triple and a single. So all he needs is a double and a home run for this cycle. Takes a strike right there. Eric and Gesser is the guy to provide a spark. Takes inside. Eric and Gesser. Takes another ball from the pitcher, Greenslet. Greenslet fresh off a bases clearing, well, two-run double, a 2-run triple, and then scoring all the way around because of the errant throw that got into the dugout, allowing him to score on the dead ball throwing error. So he's had a busy day today and a busy yesterday. Nat Greenslet was with the RBI hit, walking and Gesser. So big walk to Eric and Gesser, reaching base a 3rd time today. Good job of Gesser. He is a fantastic player in this PRIBL. Brings up Aiden Skipper. Skipper had an RBI, a sacrifice fly in his last at-bat. Takes down low. Flew out to the center fielder in his last at-bat, but scored a run with a sacrifice fly, so he's had a good day at the plate. Let's see if he can continue that. Runner on first, and Gesser takes off. Hits it, past the pitcher. Second baseman fields it. Drops it, though, safe. Oh, wow. Baseball has a crazy way of finding a way to break your heart in so many different ways and then putting it back together. So it's a good thing they put Gesser in motion there. That caused havoc on the infield and allowing the second base, or making the second baseman rush his throw just a little bit. So first and second now with Mulgary up. There's 1 out. Runner on first and second. Mulgary fakes a bunt, takes a strike. Nat Greenslet. Nat Greenslet, the pitcher, comes up empty, swing and a miss, big swing and a miss. Big opportunity for these Pelicanos. They've got to score a run here to stay alive. They're down by 1. Nat Greenslet comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, comes up empty. Takes care of Mulgary there, throws his batting glove. Grant Parkin now steps in. Nat Greenslet on the mound. Runners on first and second take their lead. Fires low to Parkin. Parkin struck out and grounded out in his 2 at-bats. 2 outs. There's 2 outs. Truman Moyer flew out to right fielder. Caleb Carey for the first out. And Gesser walked, and then Skipper reached first on the throwing error. Close play. Couldn't handle it by the first baseman. Mulgary struck out. Fouled away, out of play. Ooh, watch out. Please don't hit my Kia. Grant Parkin, the batter. With 2 outs, a runner in scoring position. The lead runner, the tying run, is on second, represented by Eric and Gesser. Let's see if they put him in motion. He's got a big lead at second base. Throw down to second base. No tag. No tag. Good throw by Ortega. Oh, and Gesser might have twisted his something up there. He looks hurt. Oh boy, so when Gesser's coming out of this ball game, he looks okay, but he looks a little in pain. So we have a pinch runner on second base. There's 2 outs. This might be the last out. So Mulgary comes on to second base. He represents the tying run. There's 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Pelicanos are the home team, down by 1 run. Parkin, the batter. Throw down to second base. Goes into the outfield, wasn't caught. Mulgary stays on second base. Be careful. Christian Mulgary, be careful. There's 2 outs, so on the crack of the bat, he'll be off. Let's see if Parkin can park it in the outfield. They need a hit. Check swing, no. There go the runners up a base. He did not offer, so he gets to go to first base. Bases are loaded now. Parkin is on base. Talk about a big, big at-bat here now. 2 outs. Kenton Quinby is Mr. Clutch himself. I'm excited to watch this at-bat. This is a big at-bat. Quimby with a double in his last at-bat. I'll tell you, this place is going to come unglued if he gets a base hit here. The tying run's on third. Go-ahead runs on second. They take their leads. Quimby takes a strike on the outside corner. Strike 1. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Pelicanos are hanging by a thread. Parkin on first. Here's the pitch. Oh, wild swing. Good pitch. Nat Greenslet is Captain Clutch himself. This is the moment. This is why I love baseball. Everybody in the ballpark watching and waiting, anticipating. Let's see what Greenslet has here for Quinby with 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Comes up empty, big swing and a miss. That's it. How about that? And that's the ball game. Final score is 7-6. Man, what a great day of baseball we saw today. That's what it's all about, competing, learning how to win, learning how to lose, learning how to play with new teammates, new coaches, new umpires, new fans. Final score 7-6. Pelicanos lose to Team Tyenos. Tyenos are on a win streak, 2 wins in a row, 2 comeback wins in a row. The winning pitcher, Nat Greenslet, comes in and just takes care of business with the bat and with his arm on the mound. Good game, good competition as the players come together at home. So that does it here. Thank you so much for your support. Hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. We'll be back. I think Friday we have a day off, I think. But either way, I'll be here whenever there's baseball being played. And I know you'll be watching and listening. This is Anthony DeSanto. Final score, 7-6. Signing off. Tyenos get the win.